little town of Kostach, which was on the border of Russia and Romania. At that time, when they lived there, it was Russia. Sometimes it was Romania. And the river was the Prit River, which we did find on a map at one time.
How do you
Gretchen
spell
found.
that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Pritt, I guess. I mean, that's this. And the grandfather, Shmuel Bobikman, yeah, was a cousin to the Rothschilds. But he came from another town. He was one of those people that came in and married or something. Anyway, his name was Bobikman. But when Morris Sigmund, Uncle Morris, came over the United States, he was a young person, and they asked him what his name was, and he said his name was Moshe Zolman, which is translated into English as Morris Sigmund. So they didn't even he never even gave him the last name. So when he brought the family over, he just told them the name uh, their name was Sigmund, their last name. And as far as and this is then there was Max, had 5 children. Fanny had 3 children. Uh, Eva had 2 children. Sam had 3 children. Max, yeah, that's four children. Hang up my phone. You're right. It's stuck. Okay, very good. What else would
I
you
don't know
like?
anything that you know.
Anything I know? I really, I mean that's. If you asked me questions, I might remember it. Well, we know about Uncle Morris.
Yeah, he told me to ask you about
Was a
that
union
town
leader.
of Balistock or something. What is that town there that
I
they?
don't know.
What is
They
that town
came
that?
from Kostach. I don't know anything.
Pistache.
I don't know anything about any other town.
Oh.
The only thing you could do is there's a book on him named The Taylor's Progress, which we thought we had, but Lillian couldn't find it, and that tells about him, but it doesn't tell about his young life. And his young life, nobody knows anymore. There's one cousin, Ethel, in Israel. That's I don't know if she's living or not because I haven't seen her in many years. We went over there and saw her the first and second time. Now what is this? Oh, that's on my father's side, which doesn't make he's a second cousin to Chaim Weizmann. And Rothschild's cousin were Eva Sigmund Levine, but their name was Bobikman, and I don't know how he could even find anything. If he wrote down, we have Taylor's Progress.
Oh yeah.
It's there. And if he wrote down some questions, I might be able to answer them.
Was there any? Well, I know they brought the mother over.
The mother, Morris brought over the mother and all the children.
Oh yeah.
All the children. He brought over the rest.
Because I have pictures of the mother somewhere.
Yeah, I have my picture.
Yeah.
I have a picture on my wall. Her name was Rivka, and I'm named after her.
Rivka is Rachel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all Rachel.
Or it could be Ruth.
Could it be Ruth too?
Yeah, could be Rachel or Ruth. Maybe you're named after her too.
Rachel is
No, I don't think so.
I'm named after my grandmother, my mother's side.
Yeah, so she's no, that you could because I think she was still living.
Where would she be buried here? Do you know, Ruth?
Oh yeah, she's buried on Mount Montefiore. She has her picture on the cemetery on the. It's like new. Remember they used to put the pictures on the stone.
Where would that be?
Montefiore is along that. We went to see her, and the picture that I have in my hallway is right on the stone.
So but what happened to her husband? Do you know?
Oh, when my mother was 3 years old and she was pregnant with your father, he had a cold, and a pharmacist came and gave him some medicine, and he never got up. So he died when my mother was 3 years old, and his name was Shmuel, which is the same name as your father because Grandma was pregnant with him, and they were very, very poor. They had a flour mill, and Ethel said that they were really in very bad shape, and they came to live with them for a while, but I don't know where they lived. Gussie.
Yeah.
She used to live with Gussie and her
Are they related? Gussie related?
Of course Gussie's related. She's a cousin.
Is she my
I don't
cousin?
know how. I don't. Yeah, but Gussie died, and Danny. Don't you remember Danny?
Yeah,
and
Danny
Harvey?
Raines, right?
Yeah, but I don't. I called them. He called me when Gussie died. Herman called. That's the younger brother, and he said. I said I couldn't go, because I think I was going someplace as usual. And Herman said he's going to write a newsletter about the family. He told me how his children were so smart, and anyway. And but he never did. So I don't know whatever happened. He lives in California someplace, Herman. Danny lives in New York, and somebody says he's divorced, but nobody hears from him.
What about the Tabachmans? Were they
Were an
relatives?
aunt. Were they what?